Galnet News Digest, 14th of September, 3309. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, half the rescue ships vanish, while the other half move towards the Titans. The Aegis People Scanner upgrade to the Pulse Wave Xeno Scanner has been made, but we're still waiting for the Sirius Corporation to help us scoop those people up. And the Wallglass Detective Agency wants your help to find out about Zachary Rackham.
There were no missions and missing megaships this morning, following the planned advance of the first 5 megaships closer to the Thargoid Titans. 5 of the 11 rescue ships moved closer to the Thargoid invasion today. They've taken up their new positions all around 60 light-years from the nearest Titan, and within 40 light-years of Thargoid-controlled systems. The Hutner is now in the Telin system, close to the Indra and Tyrannus Titans. The allied Solace has moved to Sun Wen, close to Oya, while the Foerster is in Xinca, close to Kochiho, and also very close to Felicity Farseer's base in Desiat. The Seacole has moved to Chacocels, near Thor, and the Yoshida has moved to Salvation's old test system of Cornsar, close to Ryujin. None of these 5 megaships were giving missions earlier today, although the situation is believed to be under review.
It's bad enough not being able to take missions to help in the Thargoid War, but pity those who couldn't hand in their missions that they already had. There are numerous reports of commanders arriving in Taraktor, Altair or Semias with a cargo load of refugees this morning to find that the 6 rescue ships that were not scheduled to move had apparently vanished from the face of the galaxy. When you have a ship full of evacuees you can't offload because the mission target is playing hide and seek, you are faced with the option of hanging around in the hope that the megaships will rematerialise, or forgo the mission reward and the beneficial effect on the war by dumping the refugees off at the nearest starport. Like the missing missions, the missing rescue ships are expected to reappear at some point today, but they will not be issuing new missions, in preparation for their move nearer the Titans next week.
The move close to the Titans was made possible by progress in the war against the Thargoid invasion. Well over half the systems seized by the Thargoids are now back under human control, with an average of 70 systems cleared every week. Unusually, there are 3 invasion systems this week, with ground bases under attack in Baidaroa and Unktadi. In rather better news for search and rescue pilots, there are reports that Thargoid scythes have been significantly less bothersome to those evacuating civilians, with few reports of high predictions by scythes in the past few days.
Aegis claims to have rolled out its upgrade to the Xeno Pulse Wave Scanner this morning, despite the failure of the related initiative to prepare the rescue ships for an influx of rescued captives. The upgraded scanner should make it possible to find the pods containing captive humans that the Thargoids are storing on the 8 Titan motherships. Former Azimuth test subject Xiaojin Ai revealed to Aegis in July that the millions of people taken by the Thargoids from invaded and controlled systems are being kept on the Titans for an as yet undisclosed military purpose. The scanner alone will not be enough to rescue these captives. However, the Sirius Corporation claims to have working prototypes of technology that'll retrieve the human beings, and it seems likely that Aegis and Sirius working together will soon make possible the bulk rescue of the captive population from the Titans. Admiral Aidan Tanner has reminded those tempted to try out their upgraded scanners to find the trapped humans that visiting the Titans is dangerous, and that pulse neutralizers and caustic sink launchers, both available from the tech brokers on board the rescue ships, are essential additional items of outfitting. The initiative that concluded this morning to provide supplies for use by the rescue ships was not successful, with less than the minimum quantity of supplies delivered. However, the 11 million tonnes collected is likely to act as a short-term stopgap, while alternative sources of supply are arranged.
The Wallglass Detective Agency, which has been hired by the Federal Times to try to prove that presidential candidate Zachary Rackham is a pirate, has sent inbox messages to a number of commanders asking for assistance in following up a lead. Pilots, other than those who are supporters of Rackham for President 3309, are urged to check their inboxes to see if they are one of those selected to help out.
And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.